Black man changes his name on resume only to get an interview.
Speaking of R's,
Exactly. Hard R. Hard R.
hard all caps.
Oh, yep. I like this because this I thought this was very interesting because we can definitely speak about this. Black man changes his name on resume only to get an interview afterwards. Um,
Oh man, so yeah, this dude in Detroit, he was filling out applications, had his resume set, um, got no love, got no hitbacks, and then
mm,
was like, you know what? Let me change my name, change the name of the resume. That's it.
mm.
Leave everything else, job experience, everything the same. Would you like to have an interview? Wow, son. I think we've like always felt and guessed this kind of shit was happening. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I feel like in the back of our heads, some of us at times, maybe at certain jobs, have felt like, I bet they didn't even want to like call me because they just know I'm black or I'm problematic or whatever, right? Whatever bullshit they got in
Mm.
their head, man. And when I saw this, I was like, yo, I swear I've at least had this thought once, at least. And I'm sure there's
Mm.
been plenty of other black people in America who have as well. And so, yeah, he changed his name. Let me see. Dwight Jackson was his real name.
Dwight Jackson. Yeah.
Dwight Jackson,
Damn. Yeah, the
right?
Jackson will do it. Yeah, the Jackson will do it. Yeah.
Jackson will do it, right? And
Yeah.
so, trying to see what he changed his name to. I forgot.
Buckingham Errington.
Oh, he changed his name to John Jabowski. So he went from Dwight
He should
Jackson
have.
to
He should have
John
got an interview
Jabowski.
just because of like you should have knew that was fake. Jabrowski. Like
He went straight
that's like
Jewish white.
nah. He just wants like wait what do they call each other? Jabroni. Wait. I saw the Big Lebowski. Wait, Jabrowski. Jabroni. Yeah,
Jabowski.
that's cool. Jabrowski. Yeah, Jabrowski. He put all the nicknames like that. Jabroni, Broski, Broham,
And John.
and John. Yeah.
Everybody loves a good John.
Oh, hello. It's true. It's true.
So yeah,
John Jabowski. JJ, my man JJ.
JJ, yo.
My man
Oh my
JJ.
god. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's too black. That's too black. That's too black.
yeah,
JJ too black.
that's after he
Yeah,
got the job. He'd be like, "Hey, just call me JJ."
yeah, for
But
sure.
he not in the beginning. So yeah, he
Yeah,
was
for
trying to
sure.
be a front desk agent at a luxury hotel. Changed his name to
He
JJ,
couldn't even get a
and
job at a. That's crazy.
yeah, man. And
He
so
can't work the front desk at the hotel. Dwight Jackson can't work the front desk at a. That's crazy. Anyway, go ahead, fam.
and so yeah, he got a job interview, and at the interview, big up to you, Dwight, man. You were a hero, Doc. You confronted them, and that's where I was just like, yo, I love that because not only did you finally get through the door, you was just like, yo, son, why'd I get through the door with this? like to just stand on the business like that. I love that. I'm not mad at that. Um, I mean, what do you got to lose? They weren't even going to interview you in the first place, right? But
Mm,
um, I just wanted to bring some light to another hurdle, big
mm,
hurdle that people that are black, people of color, have to deal with in America. Um, and I'm not a big person that's into like affirmative action, but this is kind of why we had to have that kind of shit.
mm.
You know, we kind of need to have,
A percentage? A
yo,
mandatory percentage?
you need to have at least X amount of kind of people here because
Mm,
we know y'all don't pick X amount of people
mm,
like this here. So um, I'm all for bringing this shit to light. If you want to take affirmative action away, cool, but don't let this kind of bullshit happen. And if it's
agree.
a luxury hotel, they should be um, letting this dude live there for
Oh
free now.
God. Hello.
He should have a new place to live for free and maybe even have some stock and equity because that's some bullshit, yo.
That's
I just,
crazy.
I
They
don't
ain't
like it.
see John Wick. Like man, dude, front
Continental.
desk. Yeah, the front desk was black. He was murdering that shit. Like,
Oh, shout out R.I.P. Lance, yo.
oh yeah, yeah, that's my man. Oh yeah, I forgot about RPL Legend.
Lance.
That's right too. He just passed too. RPL Legend. Um, this is wild, fam. Like, I have so many things to say about this. Like, I'm all over the
let's,
place with this. This is wild.
let's hear it. First one
You're
off the
saying
top.
you said Dwight Jackson can't be work the front desk. That's crazy on the face of it. Like what we go through. Like, well, okay. Well, first thing I want to say is though, did he get the job?
Nah, because he blew up the spot once he got in.
See, that's what I'm saying, and this is what we do as black people too. Like we can't. Like you gave.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
appreciate we standing on business, and I'm like, man, did you really get the job, fam? Like as soon as you got your door in there, as soon as you got your foot in the door, you went in there and showed your ass. Like
because
immediately, fam. Like
because when it would have
did,
had to
did you
come
get
to
the
filling out
job,
the
fam?
when we had to come in to fill out the tax information, he would have had to give the real name. So it eventually would have come to they knowing it ain't Jabrowski. But he came in
Did
there
they
as
say
John.
hired?
No.
If they would have said hired, then you stand on business, like even or maybe yeah, stand on business. Like I don't know. I just felt weird because no because no okay. I'm gonna take it a step further, like I said, because I've been actually on the opposite side of this equation. I'm a African American person, obviously, with a white name, so I get the interview, but I get the oh you're
Oh, you're blah blah
oh
blah. Mm.
yeah, I guess we. Yeah, I guess. What do you mean? Like, yeah, I guess we could do the interview. Yeah, I guess.
Same
Like
here, man.
I get the disappointed face. I know. I know you know. Like that's why when I saw this, that's why when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I already know. And we look how we look too. So and we definitely don't look like our names, like at all. Like so, especially you. Wow. Wow. But yeah, but like, I don't know what's worse, not getting the interview or getting the interview and seeing the look of disappointment on the interviewer's face and watching your chance of receiving that job fade and like, you know what I'm saying? No matter how well you talk, no matter how great your diction is, no matter how good your references are, you still look like this. But I ain't gonna lie. So, like I said, you got your name in. Like the name got you in the door. It's like what'd you do while your foot was in the door? That's why I said,
Mm.
what was his name? Dwight Jackson. Like yo, like hey, as long as you said he kept everything on the resume. He didn't change his. He didn't say he was white, did he?
No, all he changes is the name.
Okay,
References, everything else is the same. But that's again to
yeah,
get in the door. But
yeah,
once you get in, and if they say hired, when they start filling out the tax forms, they're gonna be like, "Hey, John, your name here is Dwight."
yeah. I had to
Then
get high live. I had to get high live.
so
You gotta start
and then
explaining.
but then they can still fire you because you weren't
Of
truthful or
course,
whatever, right?
of course.
So you didn't even work a day and got fired.
Right. I just think it's
It's a lose lose for us, and that's the suckiest part. You know
right.
what I mean?
I just feel like it's horrible what I was talking to somebody about this earlier. What people of color have to go through, and when I say people of color, I don't even just necessarily mean black. Like
Gotcha.
I say people of color in that true sense. Like you know, what I mean every race like of color. Like you know, what I mean, it's just crazy. I literally have watched like other people like go because I like I said I had my struggles. Everybody's had their struggles, and that's crazy to say that because when I go see other races and I notice they don't have that solidarity of overcoming something. Like that's kind of what we all have in common. We all have that thing that we are trying to overcome something to just get to the level playing field where these other people seem to have just been born at. Like that's how it just seems like. But I've noticed that. But what I also noticed is us as people of color when I'm driving down the street, right? I don't know if you noticed this, but 90% of the people I see walking down the street are people of color. Just walking. You can tell they don't have they're not walking because they're just going for a walk. Like they're walking because they have no mode of transportation like a vehicle. Like I noticed that. Like things like that. Like the homeless population. I look like the most of them are people of color like nowadays. Like I'm looking at we just don't have the it doesn't look like we have the fair shake at the stick, like you know what I mean, as everybody else. It always seems like we started from a deficit. And then I started thinking about my own personal history. Like I don't remember my mother ever having a vehicle. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the whole time I was like, you know what I mean? The whole time she was raising me, I can't remember her ever having a vehicle. Like I remember how proud she was when I got my first vehicle. Like I was like, yo, like I'm like, this ain't the Jeffersons. Like this is regular shit. But I'm looking around at people like they're getting sweet 16, like their cars at 16, like just like you do, like big old monster trucks. You're like, yo, like I'm still. walking to school. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like, but like I just think it's interesting though. Like, you notice things like that when you get older. When I start, even my friends nowadays, like not all of them, but like a major group, like I've seen that I try to plan events and be like, oh yeah, let's go over here, let's do this, and then somebody's like, oh, I got to see if I can get a ride, or I got this to do. I'm like, yo, like you still don't have a license, fam? Like you're like over 30, like doesn't make any sense. Like you know what I mean? You're still trying to get a ride. Like that sounds crazy in certain scenarios because if you're still trying to get a ride, how do you raise children? How do you grocery shop? How do you be in society? Like how do you go to work? Like you know what I'm saying? How do you do anything? Like, but I just noticed that though. It's like I know it's not our race. Like I said, we come from it seems like an overcoming of something first, just to get on the level playing field. And then when, like I said, and then when we overcame that, then our first thing is to say, okay, cool, we're on the playing field now. Let's go get a job with our education, with our skills, with our you know what I mean, with our resources. And then boom, oh, Dwight Jackson, no, on the strength, nah, we good. You're like, damn, I just overcame. Like you know what I'm saying, like I just overcame. Like it's crazy. Like well, I just noticed that nowadays it's getting more blatant, and that's why I've always been a firm believer in black people or any people, like I said, all people of color, starting your own business. Like definitely finding a way to make some passive income and generate wealth, generational wealth for yourself. Working if you have to work for somebody else, make it work only because it's in process or funding for your own career, your own endeavors, or your own dreams. Like you know, make it something like temporary if you have to do it. That's just what I feel because you're not going to get a fair shake 9 times out of 10. Like nobody's trying to make you the president of their company. Like you know what I mean? They're trying to, you know what I mean, just have workers for their company. They've got I'm good on the presidents here. Like you know, like I don't need to promote from within somebody who I don't know at all. Like you know what I mean? Nobody's thinking about you like that. Like you know what I mean? They're thinking about their family members like that. A nephew might come in out of nowhere, fresh out of college, and might just be fresh on the board. Like that might happen. You never know. But nepotism. Great
Right.
segue. Great. Yeah. Well, yeah. Any thoughts? Any final thoughts on that subject, though? Just
Nah, man. You touched on some good points, and yeah, it ain't easy for people of color. Straight up, not much else to say about that.
yeah. I'm gonna take it a step further though, because I've actually gotten hired at a job before. Like you know, obviously, actually been in management. And it was funny too because I've actually seen like they had watched. I can't remember what movie it was. I remember I was at a manager's meeting and they were watching. I don't know if it was. I can't remember what movie or a comedy special it was, but they were literally talking about why that on the comedy special about why they don't hire black people or things like that. And they were going through some applications. And there were some white people going through some applications, like, and they were like, "Oh, Lucretia, oh, doesn't look Lucretia doesn't sound like the customer's always right, ha ha ha." And they throw the application, like, I'm like, yo, just because that was correct doesn't mean that's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, she might like graduated. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, every time I've been at Old Navy and I asked about a discount on the thing or something, like, I got a little sassy neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. Like, but, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think you should judge by the name, though, ever. Like, because I mean, you can't. I mean, I don't know. Is every Adolf gonna be? That name just got banned completely.
Right.
Right? Like, no,
Yeah,
I ain't met
lifetime
a.
ban.
You ain't never seen an Adolf since him. Like,
Closest thing is Dolph Lundgren.
mm.
Closest I've ever heard
Oh yeah,
anything.
right. Oh sure, I forgot. That's my man's too.
Oh yeah, that's the homie, but that's the
Big
closest thing.
stove. Yeah, dang. Oh, he's that's very close though. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
You know,
closest
so
thing.
crazy. He's such a dope actor. Like I didn't even put two and two together. Like he's such. You know what I mean? Like you don't even put two and two together. You're like, that's Dolph. Like, yeah, like young Dolph. Like, yeah, that's my
Young
man.
Dolph.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you don't put that.
Exactly.
I don't even put that together. Like,
Just
man, that's
missing an A,
crazy.
dog.
Yeah, that's it.
He's just missing an A.
Matter of fact, I think his name is Adolf.
Don't do
That
that.
might be his real name.
Don't do that.
RP a legend. RP a legend. What I will say is,